All right, the bonuses went to Nate, Sue, Miguel, and Anthony Smith. They all won $50,000. Congrats. There were a lot of great fights on the card. I'm gonna write some checks for this one. This was a good one. Who's got the first question?
You writing checks? Or you just handing out $50,000 in cash in a bag to somebody?
Yeah, no, that made the internet, huh?
It did. It did.
Yeah, you know, when I don't know how we fucked that up. We were wrong. You guys didn't say anything to me either, so.
We need to hold you more accountable.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you guys disagree, you'll say, "Don't you think this guy won?" But I don't know how the hell we overlooked that. Mick couldn't get to the after party fast enough, and I don't know what was going on with me. But yeah, we fucked up, and when I make mistakes, I make it right. So. We did. Very good.
All right, listen, before we talk about what did happen tonight, what didn't happen, the main event that we had scheduled, I mean, 2020 is just what it is, man. At this point, I mean, we're shuffling the main event next week, too. I mean, is this getting worse for you, or are you just getting used to it at this point?
No, it's all good. You know, we got 3 fights left this year. 3 fights, and, you know, we'll get through it. Just part of the, you know, doing business these days. If you look back to the old days, you know, we used to have to worry about injuries. Now it's injuries and COVID. But COVID is, for me, COVID's one of these things we're all going to get. We're all going to get it. I haven't got it yet. I've been traveling. I've been living a pretty normal life, you know. I haven't got it yet, but it's like the flu. It's like the cold. We're eventually going to get it. So.
That main event, Blaze and Lewis, there was talk about maybe rescheduling it. Have you had any progress in trying to get that on the calendar?
Yeah, no, we'll get it done. Yeah.
You think it'll happen in one of these next 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's happening. I can't remember the date off the top of my head, but yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Anthony Smith tonight, obviously, was kind of a gut check for him, right? I mean, you know, he kind of back up against the wall, and he comes in there and really impresses. What do you think about his resiliency tonight?
Yeah, he looked awesome. He came in to make a statement, and message received. Yeah. He looked good.
I was going to say, do you still see him as, like, I think it was kind of a crossroads. Like, is he still viable at the top of the division or not? You know, he steps up, says he wants to go 5 rounds at present. Do you see him as still kind of a viable guy at the top of that division?
Yeah, these are the things you got to do. You know, sometimes, you know, especially you'll see in this business a lot guys who try to hold their spots and not fight anybody. You know, that ain't the way to do it. What he did tonight, that's the way you do it. Are you still that good? If you're still that good, then you should go out and do what you did tonight to a guy like Devin Clark. You know, young, hungry stud that wants to work his way up and steal your spot. You got to go out and make a statement, and he did that tonight. People respect that. People love guys who want to fight. And you're seeing this new thing lately. I don't know if it's because of COVID or what the deal is, but you see these guys fighting multiple times now, back to back. I love it. That's how it's supposed to be.
Do we have the title scheduled at 205? We're supposed to do Jan and Izzy next, right, at light heavyweight. Do we know when that's going to happen yet?
I don't. No. I got 3 fights left this year. Did I mention that?
This one out, yeah.
I got to get through these last 3, and like I don't know what I expect from 2021, but fuck, it can't be worse than this year, right? Let's pray.
Let's hope. Miguel Baez, I want to ask you about him as well. Obviously, you know, one of your guys.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah, he wants to hear about it.
Yeah, no.
What do you think about his performance and kind of where you see his career going right now?
He looked awesome, man. He was one of the guys we highlighted this week, and if you don't know, and he came out and delivered tonight. Had a primetime spot on ESPN, and you know, in this business, what we do is we put together the platform for you to go out and show everybody who you are, and what you should do is go out and make people talk about you on Sunday and Monday, and he did that tonight. You know, he went out there and had a huge platform. We came out of the college football game tonight, so yeah, the kid's a stud, man. 10-0, Puerto Rican. When New York opens up again, you know what I mean? Get him fighting in New York, and I've been talking about Puerto Rico too. That I wanted to. You know, we talked about going to Puerto Rico a long time ago. I talked about building a performance institute in Puerto Rico, so he could be the guy. He could be the guy that we could, you know. I'm always talking, you know, Mexico and these other places, China, and you know, he could be our Puerto Rican star.
I know you're working, but were you peeking in at all on Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.?
I had the Tyson fight right here, our fights here, and I had the one of the college football games on over here. Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the Tyson fight?
Listen, man, you guys have been asking me questions leading up to this thing, and I didn't want to say anything negative because I love Tyson and he's a good friend of mine. I was nervous. I thought that, he's 56 years old. Time is undefeated, okay? Time takes us all down. And one of the things that I was worried for Mike is that he has this incredible aura still, and 56 years old fighting is a young man's game. All that being said, he looked fucking awesome tonight. I was blown away by how good he looked, and I was worried about, Roy. Roy's 51 years old, but Roy's been way more active than Tyson has been. But Roy actually got more tired than Mike tonight, which was shocking. And I'm happy for him. I hope they both made a fucking zillion dollars. And yeah, it exceeded my expectations.
Yeah. Mike said he wants to do it again. I know you tried to step in last time. Now that he showed you that, you go do what you want?
You look good. You look good. Listen, he's a grown-ass man. He's going to do what he wants anyway. But, yeah, good for him. It was actually a good fight. It was an entertaining fight to watch. And I thought he looked really good. I'm happy for him.
Before the fight, Roy Jones mentioned that he thought he would finally get that boxing match with Anderson Silva that's been talked about for years. I know you guys just let Anderson Silva go from his contract, but if they were trying to box, would you want to be involved in that at all? Would you try to help promote or put it together?
I don't know. I'm not really interested. Listen, I'm to my core, I am a fucking fight fan, man, and what I truly believe that the fight business is for young guys. It's not for old guys. Listen, I get there's still some name value out there and you can go out and you can make some money, but when you're a fight fan, I want to see the best in the world, the best up-and-coming kids, the best in the world. I want to see these guys fight, and I want to know who is the baddest motherfucker in the world in every division. As a fight fan, that's who I am, and I'm just that kind of stuff doesn't interest me, Anderson Silva had his day. Roy Jones Jr. had his day. Today is not their day. It's just not. These young guys that you saw fight tonight are the future. These are the guys that are the up and coming, and this is what I'm interested in. This is what I love to do. I could sit here all fucking night and watch kids that fought tonight fight. It's what I love to do. It's just not really what I do. There's other people out there that do that. Plenty of people that do the old guy stuff. I don't do the old guy stuff.
Fair enough. And last thing for me, Khabib Nurmagomedov tweeted, he'll see you soon. He talked about the meeting. Has that happened yet when it's scheduled? What do you expect to come out of it?
We're going to meet in Abu Dhabi.
So you're heading over to Abu Dhabi sometime soon? Or?
Yeah, sometime soon.
Any date?
I'll let you know when you need to know.
What do you still think he'll come back for 30-0?
I do.
Right.
I do. He hasn't said that to me, but I do.
Hey Dana, how you doing, mate?
Good.
Good. This was another great card put on by you tonight.
Thank you.
Showing again why you can't sleep on a UFC card even when the main event falls off.
20 fucking years and people are still sleeping on cards.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. The build-up, in fact, reminded me a little bit of how the Homan Aldana card got completely trashed.
Right.
That was like one of the most exciting cards of the whole year, man.
Right.
So I'm curious, what does this say about the depth of your talent pool when you can rely on a large amount of contenders to come in here and produce the goods?
There's different groups of fight fans. There's hardcore fight fans like me that are going to watch everything. If there's a fight on, I'm watching it. Then you're going to get the people that'll come in, when the card has some more name value. Then you got the people that will only watch the big superstars. So there's different levels of cards for everybody. And the contenders, when you're saying about these kids that are coming up, these are the hungriest. This is the at least now you think people would understand our record and what we do and the talent that we find and the matches that we make. And tonight was a complete. I mean, when I did, if you don't know, I said this card might not have all the biggest names jumping out at you, but I promise you, this is a ridiculous card on Saturday night, and it was. And the people that I told you to focus on shined, and Yeah, tonight was awesome, man. Loved it. It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was, mate. Another one from me is, do you think we will ever see the European commentary team host a pay-per-view like the likes of John Gooden, Dan Hardy, those kind of characters?
I mean, I'm not saying that that's impossible, but we sort of have teams that, you know, we got the pay-per-view guys, we got the, and that's traditionally the way it's done. I mean, even on HBO and
it's not because of our putrid accents.
Well, what we do is we have, you know, like Joe Rogan is contracted to do pay-per-view events. He doesn't do all the events he used to do. And same thing with Cormier and these other guys. So we sort of have our teams who do certain things. Why would you like me to let them do a pay-per-view event? Is that what you're asking me to do?
No, not really. I was just wondering if it was ever a possibility.
Anything's possible, but yeah.
Cool. Lastly, just to follow up from last week, did you get a chance to speak to Brandon Royval?
I did not. I did not talk to him, no.
Okay, cool.
But we were putting together another fight that we were interested in him being a part of, and you know, I think that day that we had the matchmaking meeting, he was going in for his MRI on his shoulder, and I never found out what happened, and my guy that would know isn't here right now.
Nice. I got to ask you as well, man, because when we were in Fight Island, I gave you a few T-shirts, a few Full Reptile T-shirts, and you told me off because they were XXXL. I was just wondering if they did actually fit.
I haven't tried them on yet.
Nice one.
But thank you, yeah.
Anytime, bro.
Thank you and fuck you.
Hey, Dana.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana, I just want to touch base on Michael Chandler. A lot of people thought he would have had a fight already, and we just saw Tony Ferguson getting booked with Oliveira. Is it likely that Michael Chandler could be fighting someone who's not in the top 5 as an opponent?
I don't. The problem with Michael Chandler right now is he stepped up for that fight and he cut weight, so he can't turn around as fast as these other guys can right now. We can't do that to him. So no hurry. Take his time. Get his body back together. The fuck is going on out there? Holy shit. We'll get him something soon. You know, once we go back to Abu Dhabi, you know, there's going to be a lot of big fights coming up here, so he'll be a part of something.
Is it a lock that that opponent will be in the top 5, though? Because Oliveira is not a top 5 opponent for Tony Ferguson. Do you want to see Michael Chandler fighting a top 5?
6?
Top 6. Maybe 7, 8, 9?
Who? Oliveira, 7, 8, 9? Where is he?
6.
Yeah. Come on, Schmo.
Just want to know if I mean.
Wait, what are you saying? You're saying Tony's not fighting the top 5? He's fighting.
No. I'm just asking
Chandler.
for Michael Chandler. Does that mean he would be, if he's fighting a top 5, it would be a Dan Hooker or a Justin Gaethje? Those are the only 2 guys left by default.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
The Tyson fight ended in a draw. Just want to get your thoughts on a draw for a boxing fight.
Yeah, listen, Tyson won the fight.
Do you have a favorite fight tonight that you watched on this card?
On this card, the whole card was awesome.
The heavyweights,
right? Yeah, those guys came out and threw bombs from the first round to the last round. Much respect to both of those guys. These kids did a great job. How good did Pierce look tonight? You know, I'm just calling out people that we haven't talked about yet. Sue. I mean, he came out and absolutely destroyed. That was one of the other fights that I picked that I thought was going to be a war, and it was not. He came out and absolutely destroyed him. So, yeah.
And lastly, is it safe to assume that Abu Dhabi is the only international destination for at least the next 6 months for the UFC?
Yeah, maybe the next 12 months. Why would, listen, Schmo, you were there. Why would I go anywhere else?
Whoever throws a bank.
Why would it even make sense to go anywhere other than Abu Dhabi right now? I said it before when I was there, and I'll say it again right now. It's the fight capital of the world right now. The biggest, baddest fights in the world are happening in Abu Dhabi.
How many UFCs are happening in Abu Dhabi in January, February?
Probably 3. There'll probably be 3.
3 Saturdays?
Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday. International Fight Week.
Starting January 16th?
I don't know. We're still working on the deal.
Just follow up on what Mo asked about Tony. Where do you see Tony standing if he wins? I mean, he still has to wait for another win to get a title shot, whether it's Khabib or someone else.
I don't know. Let's see how this whole thing plays out. I mean, to sit here right now, and he had the opportunity, you know, same opportunity that Gaethje had. Gaethje took it. He went in there and he got his shot. He's going to take this fight, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. I haven't even met with Khabib yet. I don't know what he's going to do. I told John I think he'll go for 30. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see.
Just lastly from me, is any update on Jair Rodriguez? He seems to be training full now, and you recently said that you still want to fight Sabit. Is there any update on when that fight could still happen?
Jair?
Yeah. He's posting on social media that he's training full now and he's totally recovered from the injury.
Have we not talked publicly about that? Why not? Yeah. Huh? No. I don't think he's going to fight soon.
Okay.
You hurt?
No.
Does it have to be so mysterious? Like, what's...
We didn't announce it. I don't know why we didn't, but yeah. I don't know what the deal is. It's actually none of my business what's going on there. So when it comes out, it'll come out.
This is now Hunter's business, or?
No, it's none of our business, none of the UFC's business. So when they figure it out, they'll let us know.
Okay. So he declined the offer to fight.
Did he?
Yeah.
No. No? That would be my business. Any other questions? Good night. Thank you.